everyone, it's Lily here from Shine Bright Diamonds 2023, and I'm coming to you today on Monday, October 27th with another one of my weekly WIP'n chats. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. I am so happy that you have found my little corner here on YouTube. And of course, those of you that are returning, welcome back. Now, if this is your first time tuning into a WIP'n chat, WIP stands for Work in Progress. And chat is where I chat to you about what's been going on in my little world here in Canada. So feel free to pull out a project and work alongside me or treat this as a podcast, whatever floats your boat. So let's get into it because it is officially the last week of October and I am trying my best to finish at least one diamond painting before the end of the month. How is that going? It's questionable, but we'll get into it with today's video here. So before I get into my updates and what's been going on, the diamond painting that I am working on is Halloween Screams, and it's my SpongeBob diamond painting from Diamond Art Club. Now, this kit, unfortunately, it is discontinued, so if you are wanting to get your hands on it, you'll have to check D-stash groups. But I kind of figured this kit, between my 3 WIPs, I feel like this kit, I might have the most success with actually finishing it before the end of the month. And I feel like it sort of works that I'm working on this kit this week, considering Halloween is this Friday. And this is probably the spookiest I will be getting. Anyway, so that's the kit that I'll be working on. As you can see, I have a row prepped, and then I actually am almost done the diamond painting. So I really think if I focus and work on this, I will be able to finish it before November 1st because it's a lot of color blocking. Anyway, so in terms of my supplies, I needed to bring out my OG Halloween diamond painting tray. And this is from one of my favorite companies here in Canada. They're a small shop. This is their Halloween tray from last year, and it is Yellow Dog Designs. Now, this tray, it's absolutely beautiful. It screams Halloween, and this looks like a stained glass pumpkin, which obviously I had to bring out their tray. So that's the tray that I'll be using. In terms of my pens, I have 2 Halloween pens. The first one is this one here from Creations Moran. This pen I got last year, and I can't remember if this was the pen they did for Drills and Chills 2024 or if this was their Halloween box pen. I honestly can't remember. And then the second pen is this one here, which doesn't scream Halloween to me. It's sort of giving me Wicked vibes. But I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, this was the pen that came in the Drills and Chills box from this year with Creations Moran. So those are the 2 pens I have. And then, of course, I have my trusty Diamond Art Club Twist and Pick pen with the clear wax because I believe there is going to be some AB placement. And that's the only wax putty that seems to work besides my beeswax. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get into it. I'm going to go ahead and take off 2 sections because, as you can see, it's a lot of color blocking. And we're just going to dive in. Oh, and then because I am filming this at like 6:45 at night, if you've been on my channel for a while, you know that I always need a cup of tea before bed. So I've got my trusty chamomile tea in, I don't know, I can't tip it, but it's in my teddy bear pumpkin mug. It's really cute, which it's making a mess on my desk. I need a coaster. Okay. This, honestly, I was thinking about putting my pumpkin teddy bear mug away once like Halloween's over, but I'm like, no. I got it at HomeSense, and honestly, it's my favorite. I'm not good at opening. It's so cute. Like, I really hope they come out with like a teddy bear Christmas one because for those of you that don't know, I love teddy bears. I think they are so cute. Um, I also just love stuffed animals. So having like, you know, a stuffed animal in the form of like a mug just makes sense. I feel like I just put way too many drills in this tray and I should be using a giant tray and I'm not. It's fine. This is fine. Anyway, so yeah. So anyway, enough with my rambling. I want to know, how are you? What is new? I know for me here, it's as per normal been busy, but it's also been a little bit on the rough side. Um, in all honesty, I have been feeling okay and then not okay. So I've just been very up and down in terms of my mood. Um, I always know when I'm not doing the greatest, when I'm not finding joy in my hobbies, which unfortunately that has been the case. But luckily, I have a really good support system and I'm starting to come back up, sort of get out of that headset. Um, so I feel like I'm like definitely on the mend, especially, not especially after this weekend. Um, just because this weekend was honestly just filled with so much love. So, and I will get into it. But before I get into it, what I did this weekend, last week was busy. Work was really busy. Unfortunately, um, work was just tough last week. And I was really lucky that I had a friend who was able to come and visit and just was able to, be an ear as I ranted and just, help me feel a little better about some of the things that had been going on with the work. And then Thursday, I did not go to my dance class because I had parent teacher interview night, which was really successful, but it was just such a late night. I didn't get home till almost 8:45, and then I was back at work on Friday, which, to be honest, I was so exhausted. I feel like I should have called in sick, but I didn't want to because I was off today, which is Monday, October 27th. And I just like didn't want to. Like I was like, I'll fight through it. Um, Although a lot of my other colleagues took the day off, which I don't blame them because parent teacher interviews are, it's always lovely to meet the parents and guardians of the students. And it's really great just to sort of, for the kids to see you outside of, being their teacher, and they just sort of see you as just someone who's there working with their parents to support them. Um, but it's such a long day, especially because I live about 45 minutes to an hour away from my workplace. Well, depending on the day, like it honestly depends on the commute. So I decided to not go home before interviews started because I'd only be home for like maybe half an hour before I'd have to, head back to the school. So I just sucked it up and stayed. So I think that sort of made my day a little longer, but it was fine. It was nice though. I got to some of my colleagues. We decided to go out for dinner before parent teacher interview night and just sort of, chatted about non work things, which is always nice. Um, so yeah, so that was my Thursday. Friday, I was pooped, but I made it into work. And then, as per normal, my weekend sort of starts because Friday night was so riveting. I did my groceries on my way home, and then I did my laundry when I got home. Well, at least part of my laundry. I did like my clothes. Um, and then what else did I do Friday night? Oh, yes, I fell asleep really early Friday. Yeah, fell asleep really early because Saturday I had my physio appointment for my arms. And I was so happy I had physio because, like I said, this week was tough. And physio was definitely needed. So, side note, for those of you that may be new to my channel, I deal with a lot of muscle tension and numbness in my arms. And I'm still waiting for an appointment with a neurologist. Although my physiotherapist is thinking it might not be a pinched nerve. She's thinking it could just be really tense muscles because when she's doing the muscle massage and then the acupuncture, um it just sort of like goes away. This like weird tingling sensation. and she's poked me all over the place on my arms. We've moved my arms in all the directions. So, I mean, she said she's not ruling out that there could be something with nerves related, but definitely the tight muscles do not help. So, I was happy to go to physio on Saturday. And then my brother and sister in law were coming to visit. But before they got here, I did like a massive clean of my apartment because, and this is how I know that I was starting to spiral, because I felt the need that to deep clean the apartment, meaning bedding, like my bed was stripped and made. I washed sheets, I washed towels, I did a deep clean of like all the dusting, like all the little nitty gritty things. I did the bathroom, like a deep clean of the bathroom. And then I had felt this urge that I need to organize things. Like it was just, when I get like that, luckily now I can recognize when it's happening. But in the moment, I still have a hard time recognizing that I'm, not doing okay. It's not until after and I realize like how much I did and how aggressively I cleaned, where I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm not okay. So it was really nice that they came to visit. Um, of course, it was really nice. Now my apartment is very, very clean, but at the same time, I'm like, I really did not need to cram this much cleaning in, especially after my physio when normally my arms are just tired and they're sore. So yeah, that was that. But my brother and sister-in-law came and it was really nice their visit. We ended up watching, well, first we went to the mall and we went to HomeSense, which aka is one of my favorite stores. And in HomeSense, I finally found a proper shower curtain, which I'm super excited about. It's like pink Japanese cherry blossom design. It's so pretty. And then my sister-in-law found some new towels. And then we ended up grabbing lunch at the mall and we came back. We didn't eat at the mall, we just grabbed it to go. And then we came back to the apartment and we decided to watch the movie Wicked because we're all huge fans of Wicked. And we wanted to sort of watch the first movie together before we see the first one because just so happened that this was the best weekend for us to finally get together. So that was nice. We watched Wicked and then we just hung out. Um, they were here for a while, then they left, and then I fell asleep again. Sunday, I drove up to my parents, got my winter tires because they were stored at their house, and then had a visit with my parents, which was really nice. Came back home, and then I had a really bad headache, really, really bad one that I started off with just lying down, and then it led to me falling asleep. And then I didn't wake up till almost 7. And then I didn't have an appetite for like my dinner. So dinner on Sunday was cheese and crackers and some soup. I was planning on cooking salmon and I just could not do it. And then today was a busy day. I was off because I had a registered massage therapy appointment to see about the tension in my back. Because I also get muscle tension in my back, and if I like hit my back or someone presses into my back, then I get like shooting, weird, tingling pain that takes a while to dissolve. It's definitely not a nice feeling. Um, but the thought is maybe there's something like the pain in my back is sort of radiating into my arms, and that's why everything's all like wonky. In other words, I just have really, really tight muscles. And I stretch too. That's the crazy part. I stretch daily. So definitely need more support. But anyway, so I had gotten my winter tires put on. And then I had my appointment. It went really well. At the time, I didn't feel the muscle pain because they had warned me that after I would start feeling muscle pain because, they're massaging the muscle, they're releasing tension and knots. And the person was really good. Like the person that was assigned to my, I guess, case was so good with me in terms of me, like when I said, like, no, this is hurting. Um, can you lighten the pressure? And like they were amazing. And then after the, this is not a nice drill. Ooh, this goes in my uh-oh container. Um, then afterwards they said, take a couple days, see how you feel before you book your next appointment. Um, so I'm taking their advice. They definitely said there is a lot of tension. They worked my back, which hurt, especially between my shoulder blades. They worked my upper back, neck, and like at the base of my head. And then they were able to get into the front of my shoulder collarbone area. And their assessment was it was really tight. So they are recommending to do, like, to book another appointment, just give it time to see how you feel, because how I feel, they said like within the next couple of days, I'll probably be feeling a lot of like tenderness because of, how much they had to work. And then once things calm down, then I can, call to book the next appointment type of thing. Um, and let me tell you, at first I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I feel great. I feel so relaxed. And then as I was cooking my dinner this evening, I was like, oh, yes, I'm feeling the achiness. I think I feel what they're talking about. I feel like I definitely feel lighter and much more loose. Um, but yeah, there's definitely a dull ache. And it's so weird too, because like, what is it? My arms feel much looser than normal. Like it's such a weird feeling knowing, and like he didn't even do anything with my arms, but like, yeah, so I'm feeling really happy about the appointment. Um I mean, it sort of sucked that it was like dead smack in the middle of the day, because when I got out, I was like ready to, you know, curl up in a ball and sleep. Would have been nice if it was like in the evening and then I just come home and get all cozy and go to bed, but that's fine. So yeah. And then what else was there that happened? Yeah. And now tomorrow I'm back at work. And yeah. So that's been my week. It's been, like I said, excuse me, a little chaotic, but I'm doing good. Nice stuff. But yeah. So that's what I've been dealing with. Just still trying to take care of myself, trying to take it nice and easy. Tomorrow I'll go back to work, which is weird because I'll be at work tomorrow and Wednesday. But then Thursday, I'm not at work. Like I'm at work, but not in my classroom because I'm going to a literacy conference and I'm so excited. Like I feel like the little nerd in me is like, oh, um, yeah. So that'll be interesting. I've never actually, I did a conference 3 years ago, but that was like over the weekend. And that one I knew about, and I had to ask permission from my like principal saying like, hey, I'd like to go to this conference, can you sign off so I can get funding for it, like to cover my registration cost. Whereas this time round, they needed someone to represent the department I'm in, and I was suggested. And I'm like, wait, what? And they're like, yeah, we know you really like literacy and are always trying new strategies with literacy. So do you want to be the rep for our department at the conference? I was like, really? So yeah, so I got to go to a conference, and nerdy little me is really excited. But it's going to be a long day, but it'll be a good day. Anyway, so yeah. So that is sort of what's been going on. A little chaotic, but it's good. Now, in terms of other news, diamond painting news, I ended up not using my Diamond Art Club anniversary coupon because none of the kits on my wish list restocked. I was so sad. I was really hoping one of the Margaret Morales diamond paintings would restock, but they didn't. So I ended up not getting anything from Diamond Art Club, but I did spoil myself because Yellow Dog Designs is moving. They are moving from Saskatchewan to British Columbia. So because of the move, they're having like a sale. I think there's still items left. I'll leave their shop link in the description box. But I was able to pick up some Diamond Art Club, not Diamond Art Club, some of their 3D printed items for at a discount, and I'm really excited. I got the notification today that it shipped. So I'm excited because I was able to get another tray tower, um, some like organizers, and obviously a tray. So I'm excited when it comes. I will definitely have to do a haul video because there was quite a few items that I had picked up. Um, did I need it? No. Did I decide to treat myself? 100% yes, because the past week was really, really brutal. Um, but yes, so that was that. And then in other news, I am just enjoying the kits that I have. I definitely need to organize them better because we are approaching November, and that list of Halloween kits that I thought I would potentially be able to get to, which I didn't, are still out. So I now need to put them away and then take out the next batch of kits that I'm like, well, within the next 2 months, these would be good options to work on. Um, yes. Now, on that note, there is a diamond painting event happening with Realizations Erica Karen. It's in their Facebook group. It's like a winter diamond painting event. I would love to participate because I have a kit that I would love to work on, but I definitely do not want to kit up something else until I finish at least one of the kits. Um, Probably the SpongeBob kit because I just I'm just don't want a ton of kits on the go. And I feel like Autumn Sunset, as much as I'm enjoying that kit, it's definitely, I think, now going to have to become a long term project because I really have not made a lot of progress on it, which is fair. Um, and now that in my head, come like November, it's like fall is wrapping up. Even though the first day of winter isn't until like December 21st or 22nd, but for me, the fall season is coming to a close. And I do not want to be working on any fall themed kits um unless I get a random burst of energy and inspiration to be like, let's do a fall kit. But now I'm thinking like it's winter, we're thinking cozy, and typically in my apartment, I tend to put up my Christmas tree after Remembrance Day. So, Remembrance Day here in Canada is on November 11th. And so, typically by like November 12th is when I'm starting to pack away my fall themed items. And then, sometime shortly after that, I'm starting to put up my Christmas things. So, yeah, I'm definitely like wanting to finish at least one of my fall kits so that I can start working on a wintry themed kit. And on top of that, I need to go into my stash and see what winter themed kits I have because I know I have one winter kit from Realizations Eric and Karen. It's like a girl and a penguin that are like skating. I think I have a Miss Holly kit that's winter themed. I have Penguin Harmony by Steve Sundrum that last year I was convinced I was going to finally work on it and then I didn't. Maybe this will be the year. And then I have a penguin kit. It's like penguins that like are building a snowman. Yeah. So I think those are the Christmassy type kits that I have. I think. And then I have Make Market Christmas kits. Definitely have Make Market kits for Christmas. I have a snowman and then a Christmas tree one. So I mean, there's plenty to work on. It's just a matter of when I start them. And will I think I might be able to fit. It's been so bad with this diamond painting. It's been awful. I don't know what I've been doing. Okay, I'm gonna swap pens. Maybe this will be better. There we go. So yeah, so that is where I'm at. Um, but yeah, I'm feeling like I want to change it up. But then part of me is like, oh no, Autumn Sunset is now going to become like the Halloween mystery kit I started last October. Still haven't finished it. So that's where I'm at. I would love to see my diamond painting situation of all these larger kits cleared out so I can go back to just having one dedicated WIP and like a mini kit on the go. But that doesn't seem like it's happening anytime soon because I've also, like I had mentioned at the beginning of the video, not been doing okay because I just haven't been having any interest in doing my hobbies. I haven't even been crafting in the morning when I wake up, which is crazy because it used to be I would wake up and I would, get ready for the day. And then before I left, I'd have like a good like 20 minutes to just craft before work. And like 20 minutes doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're like, in a groove, then you get through quite a bit. Like sometimes I'd get through at least half a section because most of the time my sections are really small because most of my kits are very confetti heavy. So, it adds up. But I just haven't. So, yeah. So I'm thinking because I am feeling much better, I'm hoping, oh dear. I'm hoping that I will, get back that motivation. I think part of it is like I just haven't been wanting to get out of bed. That's part of the problem. Like my alarm goes off and I just keep hitting snooze and I just don't want to get out of bed. And then when I finally decide to get out of bed, I'm like rushing to get ready and get out the door. Um, yeah. Just realized I have like a trash container and then I have a container for drills that have gone flying. That's that's where I'm at there. Um, so yeah. So like I said, I am feeling much better. We'll see how tomorrow goes. And like the crazy part is I've been going to bed at my regular time too. It's not like my bedtime schedule has changed. I'm not going to bed any later. I'm not what's it called? Like I'm getting a good sleep. I'm not restless. It's just I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore. But I'm hoping I'll be out of this little funk soon. This is not going well. But yeah. In terms of what I'm reading, I am still reading The Spell Shop. It is this cozy fantasy read, and honestly, it's a nice little break from all of like the dark romance books that I've been reading. Um, I'm really enjoying it. I think I'm 40% in the book, so I have 60% left. But I'm really, really enjoying that book. And then yeah, that's all I've been reading, to be honest. And then in terms of TV shows, I did start the Netflix series Monster the Ed Gein story. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Um, it's definitely a TV show that I need to focus when I watch. I was hoping it could be something that I could put on like in the background while I do other things. It's not. Definitely disturbing, but it's really interesting. Really, really interesting. Um, I am finding that it is a little bit on the slower side, and I do need to take breaks when watching it because some of the scenes are just a little graphic. But I am really enjoying it. And then I'm still watching my Below Deck. Um, and there's another show that, oh, what was it called? My friend was telling me, and she's like, oh, you really need to start it. I can't remember what it's called now. I'm gonna have to bug her and be like, what was the name of the show? But in other words, I had asked my friend, I'm like, I need recommendations for TV series, preferably something that's not reality TV because sometimes reality TV, like, you do need a break. And that's coming from someone who lives for reality TV. So if you have any recommendations for TV series, preferably ones that are not disturbing, so maybe like a police drama, um, I don't know, a superhero TV show, something like that, like action, please let me know because I definitely need to change it up. But yeah. And then in terms of what's going on with videos, we will see if there is a video up this Thursday, just because I have not filmed a video yet for Thursday. So there may be a video or there may not be. I don't know. It depends. I'm going to see if tomorrow, when I get home from work, I will have time to film before dance. Um, but honestly, I don't know. I meant to do filming this weekend, and then this weekend just was super busy. I mean, I probably could have done filming if I didn't end up rage cleaning, but rage cleaning seemed like a good idea. Oy. At least at the time. I have no idea what debris I got on this. I don't know what that is. Hmm. Now in the garbage. But yes, so we'll see what happens. But for sure, this video will go up on Thursday, or not Thursday, Tuesday, which is hopefully when you're watching this. If not, that's fine. But yeah, so that's what's been going on. Just trying to take it slow, trying to take it easy, not be too chaotic. Um, but yeah, it is what it is. This is where I'm at. Honestly, I don't know anymore. I'm just, as I like to say, I'm surviving. I'm trying to thrive, but I'm barely thriving, it feels like. Anyway, okay, so with that being said, I'm going to finish this row and then I'm going to actually wrap up this video so I can start editing and getting it uploaded. But if you made it to the end of this video, why don't you leave me a Halloween themed emoji? And let me know in the comments what you're working on, how you're doing, of course, that TV show recommendation. But yeah, I just love to hear how everyone's doing because it's important to me. Anyway, all right, so this is where I got to. Definitely did a lot of the background. Maybe I'll keep working on the background as I upload this video. I do know that this section here, the S, the C, like the writing for screams, the white is all white AB. So that's definitely going to take me out. But yeah. Anyway, so like I said, if you did enjoy this video and you made it to the end, leave me a Halloween emoji. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support does mean the world to me. Of course, if you are looking for more diamond painting content, you can find me on my Instagram at ShineBrightDiamonds2023. So until next time, happy diamond painting. Bye, everyone.